un sanctum. And then the Attorneys Regis, which is Internal Revenue Service or the Internal Religious Service. And because everything, the courts are ecclesiastic, the government joined with because they're all private organizations. They're not a country. It's a federal corporation. The country is America, the Madrid, Al Morocco. If you realize they have flipped the maps on us, they have changed every territory. We need to go back into our original territories and claim them. That's the republic. The only republic is the post office. And the Al-Moroccan Empire, which is, remember, there's Asia Minor, Asia Major. Yeah, so we are the Asiatics. We are the Moors who civilized the world, but they took our identity and gave us black, Negro, colored, African American. Africa is like, we need to know about the Dred Scott versus Sanford case. They said they overturned it with the 13th Amendment, but no, they did not. So we need to pull up that case. If you have a status as black, you are considered dead. You are a civil litter martus by law. Look it up. Civil litter martus. That means you have no civil rights. The only people on the face of the planet that is not a nation is we, the melanated, copper-toned skin people. We are divided into little persons, which is corporations. We are not considered, we are the only ones that's stateless. There is no Nigeria, there's no Jamaica, there's no Africa. It's a Kebalon. Isn't it Benin? Isn't it, what's the original territories? This is the adjoining, this is the Atlantis. We have to go back into our original territories or we will be under the colonist CISKV trust, their doctrines of discoveries, their Council of Nicaea. We're under those, acts. We're under these acts. We must come out of these agreements. Every time you give your signature, you have entered into a contract with a federal corporation. It is not a country. That's the fraud. Do your research, people. If a fraud is a fraud from the beginning to the end, the only way we can change this, we must nationalize. I have a irrevocable foreign natural law trust. We must go back into our original status because these colonists divided the globe on us and gave it a name to fit their federal corporation. And when you're in the federal corporation, which is state of, if the estates are Florida state, Jamaica state, Nigeria state, just like the colleges, Michigan state. Not state of. State of is the corporation. It is not a country. The countries, like right now, I'm in South Central America. They're in North America. You all is in the Americas, if you want to, go to say that. So why would I need a visa to get to America? And we're already in America. Remember, the globe was one land. We are the owners of the 7 planets and the 7 continents because of Haino Bay. They gave us these different affixes, what they call surnames. That is the slave master's name. That is not your name. You are from royalty. You are from the first man and woman. We need to get out of this religious, what would I say? Vatican synagogues, which they call church. This has us in a trust, Siste KV Trust of 1666. If you read that, you will see what the Pope has done from 1302. Pope Boniface, Pope Innocente, Pope there. Anyway, do your research, people. Come out of that status. You must nationalize. There is an emperor because we are from an empire. I will put his number for you, Prime Minister. I will put his number because we have been having problems. We have a bill of exchange for $14 trillion and the Treasury has received it, but we cannot get them to honor it. The banks are fraud. They're racketeering because when you go into the bank, you do not leave out there with $500,000 cash. You get a credit. You get a value. Mortgage means dead deeds. Their contracts, people, are fraud. Their contracts, when you go in there, when you get a mortgage, when you get insurance, these things are already your trust, is already your birth certification, is already a bond. That is what's going around in the stocks and Dows and Jones, your birth certification.
Madam, thank you so much. You have spoken eloquently and you have enlightened a number of people who were not aware of these things. I want to thank you immensely for joining me on this platform. It's going to take some time for some people to process what you are saying, but you have said things that some people have never heard of before, and some people would say, oh, this is conspiracy theory. But look, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon. Thank you so much.